Good morning, viewer. Welcome to Mafia TV. Here is a breaking news. Yes, from Rome. Palermo residents could not have known for sure who the man being led to the police car was. After all, it had been 30 years since he was last seen in public, but over 100 members of the armed forces had gathered in the narrow streets of Palermo that morning, and people knew of only one criminal who could elicit that kind of response. Matteo Messina Denaro, the boss of the bosses, the last fugitive, had been found. Applause and cheers broke out. Somebody high-fived a policeman. Others went in for a hug. Some had tears in their eyes. Everyone was beaming. Later, Maria Falcone told Italian media she wished her brother could have witnessed the scene. Anti-media and anti-mafia magistrate Giovanni Falcone was murdered by Sicily's Cosa Nostra, spearheaded by Messina Denaro in 1992. It was the height of the massacre season that had plagued Italy in the early 90s. At the time, Messina Danaro's organized crime syndicate was attempting through a sustained murder campaign that killed more than 20 people to force the state into negotiations about the hard prison regime for jailed mafia associates. Messina Denaro once reportedly boasted he could fill a cemetery with his victims. He was instrumental in the 1993 kidnapping and killing of Giuseppe Di Matteo, the 11-year-old son of a mafioso turned state witness. The boy was held in captivity for 2 years before being killed. His body was dissolved in acid to prevent the family from burying him. Messina Denaro also ordered the killing of a rival mafia boss and his pregnant girlfriend. A warrant was put out for his arrest. Then, in the summer of 1993, he vanished without a trace. Reported sightings placed him everywhere from Venezuela to the Netherlands. But it was in Palermo, the heart of his homeland of Sicily, that he was caught. This week, after his arrest, police uncovered 3 hideouts in Cabobello di Mazzara, a sun-soaked village 150 kilometers from Palermo and 10 kilometers from his birthplace of Castelvetrano. Quite small, Campobello is not the kind of place one could imagine hiding in very easily. Not that Messina Denaro appears to have led the life of a secretive outlaw. It seems he was a regular customer of the local bar San Vito. A neighbor said they frequently greeted one another. It is an image deeply at odds with the 30-year search for the mobster. Italy invests large amounts of resources in its anti-mafia operation, but the case of Messina Denaro shows that a complaint culture of silence can still put a dent in the state's battle against organized crime. Balacosa, criminal lawyer and law professor at Lucy University in Rome, said that Messina Denaro made full use of mafia culture to remain undetected. Mafia culture worked as a combination of intertwined elements. Professor Balacosa told the BBC, from the mafia's weights were present in the territory to a scarce or non-existent cooperation with investigators by society to an entrenched code of silence, especially in small towns and suburbs where the state is often perceived is absent. The mayor of Campobello, Giuseppe Castigliano, told Italian media he had been so dejected by the thought that Messina Denaro lived among us for at least a year, because now I know that my fellow residents choose to go down the road of complacency and bury their head in the sand instead. However, silence does not necessarily mean assent. The mafia tentacles stretch deep into Sicilian society. Fear and the old code of silence are still entrenched. Mafia-style association works in a very simple way. Violence and intimidation provoke a condition of subjugation and overthrow in those involved, said Belakosha. Bien, that's the vote. Positive.